Hello, my friend. Welcome to this podcast. Today we are going to talk about something very important for your life, your future, and your confidence. We are going to talk about practicing English every single day. Many people around the world want to learn English. They buy books, they download apps, they watch videos, they take classes. But after some time, many of them stop. They stop because they think English is too difficult. But the truth is something very different. English is not impossible. English is not only for intelligent people. English is not only for students or teachers. English is for anyone who practices consistently. The real secret to learning English is not talent. It is not intelligence. It is daily practice. Small practice. Simple practice. Consistent practice. Imagine something for a moment. Imagine that you want to get stronger. Maybe you want to build muscles or improve your health. If you go to the gym 1 time per month, your body will not change very much. But if you exercise a little every day, something interesting begins to happen. Your body slowly adapts. Your muscles grow. Your strength increases. Your energy improves. Language learning works exactly the same way. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it with English, the stronger it becomes. But many learners make a very common mistake. They try to learn too much in one day. They study for 3 hours. They memorize many words. They watch many videos. And then they stop for 1 week. This method does not work very well. Your brain needs constant exposure to the language. 10 minutes every day is better than 3 hours 1 time per week. Consistency always wins. Let me ask you something. How many minutes do you listen to English every day? Some people say 0. Others say maybe 5 minutes. But imagine what would happen if you listened to English 30 minutes every day. 30 minutes today. 30 minutes tomorrow. 30 minutes next week. After 1 month, your brain would already begin to recognize many sounds. After 3 months, you would understand much more. After 1 year, your listening ability could be completely different. But the key is daily contact with the language. English must become part of your life, not something you do only in a classroom, not something you do only on weekends. English must become part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth. Just like eating breakfast, just like checking your phone. If English becomes a daily habit, improvement becomes inevitable. Now let's talk about something very important. Fear. Many people are afraid of speaking English. They are afraid of making mistakes. They are afraid of sounding strange. They are afraid that other people will laugh at them. But let me tell you something important. Every person who speaks English today started exactly the same way. Making mistakes. Speaking slowly. Forgetting words. Mispronouncing sounds. Mistakes are not the problem. Mistakes are the path. Every mistake teaches your brain something new. Every mistake is a step forward. If you wait until your English is perfect to start speaking, you will wait forever. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. If someone understands your idea, your English is already working. It doesn't need to be perfect. It only needs to be clear. Now, I want to give you a simple idea that can transform your learning process. Start thinking in English. Many learners translate every sentence from their native language. First, they think in Spanish, then they translate to English. This process is slow and stressful, but you can train your brain to think directly in English. And the method is very simple. Start with very small sentences, very small ideas. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you can say in your mind, "I'm waking up. I feel sleepy. I need coffee." When you are eating breakfast, you can think, "This coffee is hot. I like this food. I am preparing my breakfast." These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. because they train your brain to produce English naturally. Little by little, these small sentences become longer. Then they become conversations. Then they become stories. And suddenly, you realize something amazing. You are thinking in English without translating. That is a huge step toward fluency. Another powerful habit is listening to English even when you are busy. You can listen while driving. You can listen while cleaning. You can listen while walking. You can listen while cooking. Your brain does not need to understand every word. Your brain only needs exposure. Exposure is like watering a plant. Every day you add a little water, and slowly the plant grows. English grows in your brain the same way. One day of listening may not change much, but months of listening can change everything. Now let me tell you something that many learners do not realize. Learning English is not only about language, it is about confidence. When you speak another language, you expand your world. You can talk to new people. You can travel more easily. You can access more information. You can watch movies, podcasts, interviews, and ideas from different cultures. English opens many doors, but those doors open only if you continue practicing. And that is why daily practice is so powerful. Not because it is fast, but because it is unstoppable. Small progress every day becomes massive progress over time. So today I want to give you a simple challenge. Practice English every day for the next 30 days. Just 30 days. Listen to English. Speak a little English. Think a little English. Read a little English. Just a small amount every day. And after those 30 days, your brain will already feel different. Your ears will recognize more sounds. Your mind will produce more words. Your confidence will grow. And you will realize something very important. You are capable of learning English. Now, let's continue with something very important. Habits. Learning English becomes much easier when it becomes a habit instead of a task. A task feels heavy. A habit feels natural. Think about something simple like brushing your teeth. You do it every day without thinking about it too much. You don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You just do it. Imagine if English practice became like that in your life. Not something difficult, not something stressful, just a normal part of your day. That is when real progress begins. But how do we create that habit? The answer is very simple. Start small. Many learners try to do too much in the beginning. They create very big goals. They say, I will study English 2 hours every day. Maybe they do it for 3 days, maybe 1 week. But then life becomes busy. Work becomes stressful. Energy disappears, and the habit disappears too. This happens because the goal was too big. Instead, start with something extremely small. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of English every day. Everyone has 5 minutes. You can listen to a short podcast. You can read 1 small paragraph. You can learn 2 new words. 5 minutes may sound small, but it has incredible power. Because 5 minutes today becomes 5 minutes tomorrow. Then 5 minutes next week. Then 5 minutes next month. And suddenly, you realize you have practiced English hundreds of times. Consistency always wins over intensity. Another powerful technique is repetition. Many students believe they always need new content, new videos, new podcasts, new lessons. But repetition is extremely important for language learning. When you listen to the same content many times, your brain begins to understand more details. The first time you listen, you may understand only 10%. The second time, maybe 20%. The third time, maybe 40%. Your brain slowly decodes the sounds. This is exactly how children learn their first language. They hear the same words many times, the same phrases, the same stories. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates understanding. So do not be afraid to repeat the same video. Do not be afraid to listen to the same podcast again. Every repetition strengthens your brain. Now let's talk about pronunciation. Many learners worry too much about having a perfect accent. But the truth is this: your goal is not a perfect accent. Your goal is clear communication. If people understand you, your pronunciation is already working. But you can improve your pronunciation with a very simple method: shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately, like an echo. For example, you hear, "I am practicing English every day." Then you repeat, "I am practicing English every day." Try to imitate the rhythm, the speed, the intonation. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to copy the sound as best as possible. This technique trains your mouth and your ears at the same time. Professional language learners around the world use shadowing to improve their speaking ability. And the best part is that you can do it anywhere: in your car, at home, while walking, even quietly under your breath. Now let's talk about another important idea: environment. Your environment has a huge influence on your learning. If everything around you is in your native language, your brain will stay comfortable. But if you start surrounding yourself with English, something interesting happens. Your brain begins to adapt. You can change your phone language to English. You can follow English creators online. You can listen to English music. You can watch interviews in English. These small changes create an English environment around you, and that environment accelerates learning. Think about people who move to another country. Why do they learn the language faster? Because they are surrounded by it. They hear the language everywhere. You can create a similar effect even if you stay in your country. Just bring English into your daily life. Now let's talk about patience. Language learning takes time. Sometimes you feel that you are not improving. Sometimes you feel stuck. Sometimes you feel that you understand nothing. This feeling is normal. Every learner experiences it. But something important is happening inside your brain during those moments. Your brain is processing the language. Even when you feel slow progress, your brain is building connections. Learning a language is not always visible. Sometimes the improvement appears suddenly. One day you cannot understand a conversation. Then a few weeks later, you understand much more. That moment feels magical, but it is not magic. It is the result of many small efforts over time. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate small progress. Understanding one new sentence is progress. Learning one new word is progress. Speaking one small phrase is progress. All of these small steps build your fluency. And remember something very important. You do not need to be perfect to enjoy English. You can enjoy English while you are still learning. You can enjoy listening. You can enjoy speaking. You can enjoy discovering new ideas and cultures. Language learning should feel like exploration, not like punishment. So keep going. Keep practicing. Keep exposing your brain to the language, because every minute of contact with English moves you forward. And little by little, day by day, your English will grow stronger. Now that we understand habits, patience, and environment, let's talk about something even more important: speaking and thinking in English every day. Many learners make a common mistake. They focus only on listening or reading. They forget the most important skill: speaking. Speaking is what makes English real. Listening is passive. Reading is passive. But speaking activates your brain, your mouth, and your confidence at the same time. You do not need a teacher to practice speaking. You do not need a native friend. You can speak alone. Yes, speak to yourself. You can describe your actions. For example, in the morning, you can say, "I'm waking up now." "I'm brushing my teeth." "I'm drinking coffee." During the day, you can describe what you see. "The sun is bright today." "I see a beautiful tree outside." "My cat is sleeping on the sofa." This small habit may feel strange at first, but it is extremely powerful. When you describe your day in English, your brain starts to think in English naturally. Thinking in English is one of the biggest keys to fluency, because if you always translate from your native language, your progress will be slow and stressful. But if you train your brain to produce ideas directly in English, speaking becomes faster, easier, and more natural. Another very powerful technique is shadowing. Shadowing means repeating what you hear, like an echo. For example, if you listen to, "I love practicing English every day," you immediately say, "I love practicing English every day." Try to copy the intonation, the rhythm, and the speed. This trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain at the same time. You can shadow with videos, podcasts, YouTube, or audiobooks. Even one sentence every day is valuable. Now, let's talk about reading and writing. Reading is important because it shows you new vocabulary and structures. You can read short articles, social media posts, or stories. The key is not reading too much at once. Read a little every day. Writing is another excellent habit. You can write simple sentences about your day. "I ate breakfast at 8 a.m. I walked in the park. I feel happy today." Writing helps your brain remember new words and practice grammar naturally. Now, let's talk about another key element: consistency in listening. Many people watch English videos only once. They do not repeat them. But repetition is the magic of learning. When you listen to the same video multiple times, your brain begins to understand more details each time. The first time, you may understand 10% of the words. The second time, 30%. The third time, 50%. Repetition builds familiarity. Familiarity builds understanding. And understanding builds confidence. Another very important point is choosing content that you enjoy. English should not feel like a boring school subject. It should feel fun, interesting, and motivating. If you enjoy the content, your brain stays focused longer. You will naturally remember more words and phrases. For example, if you love music, watch English songs with lyrics. If you love movies, watch English movies or series. If you love cooking, watch English cooking videos. Find what you love, and English becomes part of your life. Now, let's talk about thinking beyond English words. You can practice English by thinking about your goals, your feelings, and your daily life. Ask yourself questions in English. What do I want to do today? How do I feel right now? What can I learn today? Answer them in English. Even short answers are very powerful. I feel tired. I want to study English. I am happy today. Over time, your brain will become comfortable using English for daily thinking. Now let's discuss a very important element: patience and motivation. Many learners feel frustrated because they expect fast results. But real progress is slow and steady. It happens like this. Day 1, you understand little. Day 10, you understand a little more. Day 30, you notice real improvement. Day 90, you can understand and speak much more confidently. Patience is key. Celebrate every small success. Every word you understand is progress. Every sentence you speak is progress. Every small thought in English is progress. Learning English is not a race. It is a journey. And the journey is beautiful. Finally, let's talk about confidence. Confidence grows when you practice. Every small daily habit gives you confidence. Every repetition strengthens your skills. Every new word you learn makes you stronger. You can start today. even if you only have 5 minutes, even if your English is not perfect, even if you feel shy. Every small step counts. Now that we have talked about habits, patience, and confidence, let's focus on creating a daily English routine that truly works. Many learners fail because they do not have a routine. They study randomly. They watch videos sometimes. They listen to podcasts occasionally. But real learning comes from structured, consistent daily practice. Even if you have only 10 minutes per day, those minutes count, and they add up over time. Step 1. Listening every day. Listening is the foundation of your English. Start your day by listening to something in English. It can be a short podcast, an audiobook, or a YouTube video. Do not worry if you do not understand everything. The goal is exposure. Your brain needs to hear the sounds, the rhythm, the pronunciation. Even listening passively while you do other tasks is helpful. Step 2. Speaking every day. Speaking every day is essential. You can practice by talking to yourself. Describe what you are doing. Talk about your plans, feelings, or surroundings. For example, I am making breakfast. The weather is beautiful today. I feel happy and motivated. Shadowing is another excellent method. Listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately. I am learning English every day. I am learning English every day. Copy the rhythm, pronunciation, and intonation as closely as you can. This trains your mouth, ears, and brain at the same time. Step 3. Reading every day. Even a few sentences every day are helpful. Read articles, stories, social media posts, or news. Reading shows you new words and sentence structures. You do not need to read for hours. 5 or 10 minutes every day is enough to strengthen your brain. The key is repetition and daily exposure. Step 4. Writing every day. Writing helps your brain organize thoughts in English. Write short sentences about your day. I woke up at 7 a.m. I had coffee. I feel motivated to learn English. Writing every day improves vocabulary, grammar, and fluency. Even simple sentences help your brain connect words naturally. Step 5. Surround yourself with English. Change your environment to support learning. Switch your phone to English. Follow English content creators online. Watch movies, interviews, or documentaries in English. Listen to English music. Create an English-speaking environment around you. Your brain will start adapting naturally. Even small changes create big improvements over time. Step 6. Use English in real-life practice. English in real situations. Order food in English at a restaurant. Talk to a friend in English. Write a comment online in English. Even small real-life uses of English train your brain to think and communicate naturally. Step 7. Track your progress. Many learners do not notice progress because they do not track it. Keep a simple notebook. Write down new words, phrases, and sentences you learn every day. After a week, review your notes. After a month, see how much you have learned. This simple habit builds motivation and confidence. Step 8. Motivation and mindset. Learning English is a journey. You will face challenges. Sometimes it will feel hard. Sometimes you will feel tired. That is normal. The key is to keep going. Remember why you started. Imagine your goals: speaking fluently, traveling, getting a better job, connecting with people around the world. Every day you practice, you move closer to your goals. Small daily actions lead to big results over time. Step 9. Celebrate small wins. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, every sentence you write is a win. Celebrate it. Do not wait for perfection. Perfection is not necessary. Progress is what matters. Step 10. Combine all steps. Listen, speak. Read, write. Immerse yourself in English. Combine these habits daily. Even 10 to 20 minutes per day, consistently, creates incredible results. Remember, your brain learns like a muscle. Repetition and daily practice are more powerful than long sessions once in a while. Your fluency will grow slowly but surely. And every day you practice, you are becoming more confident, more capable, and more fluent. We have reached the final part of our podcast, but this is the most important part. Motivation, mindset, and moving forward every day. Now that you know the steps, the habits, and the techniques, it is time to focus on the why. Why should you practice English every day? Because English is not just a language. English is freedom. Freedom to travel. Freedom to communicate with people from all over the world. Freedom to access knowledge, opportunities, and experiences that are otherwise closed. Freedom to grow professionally and personally. Every minute you invest in English is a minute invested in your future. The power of small steps. Remember, fluency is not achieved in one day. It is achieved step by step, day by day. Even small steps are powerful. 10 minutes today. 10 minutes tomorrow. 10 minutes next week. Over time, these minutes add up. You will look back and realize you have achieved more than you imagined. Overcoming fear and mistakes. Many learners fear mistakes. They are afraid of speaking incorrectly. But mistakes are not a problem. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Mistakes teach your brain. Mistakes are your friends on the journey. Do not avoid speaking because of fear. Speak every day, even if it is imperfect. Your confidence will grow, and fluency will follow. Daily habits for success. Let's summarize the habits that will transform your English. Listen every day, even if just a few minutes. Speak every day. Describe your day. Shadow sentences. Talk to yourself. Read every day. Short articles, posts, or stories. Write every day. Simple sentences, thoughts, or journals. Immerse yourself in English, music, movies, social media, or your environment. Think in English. Small thoughts, questions, and descriptions. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins. Be consistent. Consistency beats intensity every time. Be patient. Improvement takes time. Stay motivated. Remember your goals and your why. Real-life examples. Think about people who moved to an English-speaking country. They had no choice but to learn. They made mistakes every day. They practiced small steps. And after months, they became fluent. You can achieve the same results without moving countries, just by creating daily habits, surrounding yourself with English, and committing to practice. Small actions repeated every day lead to massive results. Motivation for your mindset. Imagine your future self, the person who can understand movies without subtitles, communicate with native speakers, think in English, naturally travel, and work internationally. That future is possible. And every single day of practice brings you closer to that person. Even when it feels hard. Even when it feels slow. Even when you feel frustrated. Keep going, because your future self will thank you. Final words of encouragement. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Progress is not always visible immediately, but every small step counts. Every sentence spoken, every word learned, every thought in English. You are building fluency, confidence, and freedom. And the best part? You do not need perfect English. You only need consistency, courage, and patience. Challenge for the listener. Here is my challenge for you. Starting today, commit to 10 to 30 minutes of English practice every single day. Listen, speak, read, write. Think in English. Do it daily for 30 days. Observe the change. Feel your brain adapting. Notice your confidence growing. And after those 30 days, continue. Because every day counts. Every day brings progress. Every day brings fluency closer. Closing inspiration, you are capable, you are strong, you are smart, and you can learn English. Do not wait. Do not doubt yourself. Start today. Small steps, every day, and your English will grow. Your confidence will grow. Your life will change. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Remember, practice every day, believe in yourself, and never give up. Your journey to fluency starts now.